Welcome to the Crank Shooter Lacrosse Goal and Net Stringing tutorial. In this video, we'll guide you step by step on how to string one of our lacrosse goals that uses our lacing rails. Here's what you'll need: scissors, a lighter, the lacing cord, the quick connect bungees that are provided, and of course, your net. Keep in mind this is not an exact science, and there is not one exclusive method to properly lace a goal. This is the technique we recommend to provide even tension throughout the process, called the lock lacing method. Start by finding your lacing cord and getting it completely unraveled. It helps by laying it out on like this to locate the halfway point. At that halfway point, cut it using your scissors. We strongly recommend using a lighter to lightly seal the ends to prevent fraying while stringing. Now let's get started on setting your net up with ease. Using the back pocket of the net, you're going to put that onto the back of the goal first. Make sure it's snug and anchored looking like this before we begin any of the next steps. From there, you're going to stretch out the corners of the net towards the corners of the goal frame. Using your quick connect bungees, attach the corners of the net to the corners of the goal frame. These are not meant to completely seal the corner, but to guide you while stringing the net. We recommend keeping these on while you string the net. Optional, you can use a bungee to help with the crossbar section as well. Next, we are going to start the process of lacing the goal up the side post. We prefer to start on this side, but this is entirely up to you and can be done starting from either post. Using one section of your pre-cut lacing string, begin by making knots at the bottom corner of the frame to anchor the string for lacing. 2 knots should be sufficient, but if you may tie additional knots if you prefer. You are going to start by making a bunny ear shape with the string and feed it directly through the first available hole or space of the net closest to the welting edge binder. Then feed that bunny ear directly through the lacing rail as shown. You will then take the long part of the string and feed it directly through this bunny ear. Make sure you feed this all the way through. Having your string cut into sections will help, especially during this part. Once it is fully feed through, make sure the net and binder edge are pulled snug and looks flush on the lacing rail before continuing. Repeat the bunny ear process. Make the bunny ear shape again. Feed it through the net space and lacing rail. Feed the long part of the string through the loop. Snug it up and repeat. Keep in mind while stringing these side posts that you don't have to feed through every consecutive net space along the edge binder. Every other hole or two is perfectly fine. This is a similar method to stringing a lacrosse head and mesh. This way ensures even tension throughout the net as you continue threading it onto the goal frame. Once you get to the corners, the more slip knots, the better. Don't be shy here. You can put 2 loops per lacing rail here to ensure even tension. These are the most critical areas as the corners take the most stress from shots. Not stringing your corners properly can result in the net becoming loose and hanging. For the crossbar, use the same process, just facing up now. When you do run out of string, anchor with enough string so that you can anchor a knot into the lacing rail. Use your new string to anchor a knot just like the one you started with. Then continue lacing. Use the same process of lacing the base posts of the goal. Continue around the back pocket of the goal till you finish where you started. If you run out of string again, simply tie a knot to secure it and tie a new knot on that same rail to begin the new one. Once you have strung all parts of the net, check to make sure that all of the tension is even throughout the goal and in the corners.